Every day is a chance to change your life. Imagine getting better by just 1% a day. You don't have to drastically change everything all at once. You don't have to destroy yourself for big goals. Just 1% every day. Sounds too simple to be true? But think about it. In a year's time, you'll be 37 times better if you improve yourself by just 1% every day. It's a small step, but it leads to a huge change. In this video, I'll share with you 5 simple and powerful tips to help you get 1% better every day. We'll break down how Stoic philosophy teaches us to achieve constant growth, how small daily habits build strong character, and how you can achieve incredible results by doing less but better. It's not about magic, it's about practice. It's about small victories that add up to the life you've always dreamed of. Watch this video to the end. Learn how to improve yourself, how to become stronger and wiser, and how to turn every day into a small step towards your best version of yourself. After all, real strength lies in consistency, and success is simply the result of working on yourself every day. Part 1. Small steps lead to big changes. Getting 1% better every day may seem insignificant, but if you make this principle the foundation of your life, the results will surprise you. Small steps shape big changes, and big changes are what turn ordinary lives into outstanding ones. Stoic philosophy teaches us not to strive for huge leaps, but to value constant progress. As Marcus Aurelius said, "Don't waste time thinking about what you want to become. Act so that it becomes your reality." Realize the power of small actions. Every decision and action you make creates a chain of events. For example, if you read just 10 pages of a book every day, in a year you will have mastered about 15 books. If you spend 10 minutes a day on physical activity, that's almost 61 hours of exercise in a year. These efforts may seem insignificant in the moment, but in the long run they form habits and transform your life. Start with one simple goal. Make it something small but easily measurable. For example, add 1 serving of vegetables to your diet, or learn to get up 10 minutes earlier. Often we convince ourselves that small changes aren't worth the effort. We think, what will these 10 minutes change? But the Stoics taught us to think in the long term. Seneca said, "Life is not how much time you've lived, but how well you have used that time." Every small step is a contribution to your future. You must remember that the result will not be instantaneous, but it will be inevitable. Athletes train every day without expecting instant improvement. They know that progress comes gradually. People who learn a new language start with 1 phrase a day, but after a few months they can already hold a simple conversation. These examples show that regular, small efforts create great achievements. The formula for success: consistency plus time. The power of small steps lies in their repetition. This requires consistency as well as patience. If you improve yourself by 1% every day, in a year your progress will be 365 times. This idea, based on exponential growth, inspires change in people all over the world. How to implement this practice into your life? Start simple. Create a list of things you want to improve. Pick one and focus on it for a month. It can be something as minor as meditating for 5 minutes daily or giving up procrastination for 15 minutes. After a month, add another goal. Part 2. The power of habits and their impact on growth. If you want to get 1% better every day, the key to success will be your habits. They form the foundation of your growth, and over time, they are what define who you become. As Aristotle said, we are what we do all the time. Thus, perfection is not an action, but a habit. How do habits drive our lives? Most of our actions are not conscious decisions, but automatic habits. We don't think about brushing our teeth or brewing our morning coffee. These little rituals make our lives predictable and convenient. But if we add useful habits to them, we can gradually change our lives for the better. For example, reading 10 pages of a book every day or 10 minutes of meditation may seem insignificant, but after a year, you'll be a more aware and peaceful person. Identify your current habits. Ask yourself, which ones are helping your growth and which ones are hindering it. Remove one unhealthy habit and replace it with a helpful habit. The Stoics taught us to control our actions and emotions. They knew that habits are not formed through inspiration, but through discipline. Marcus Aurelius said, "You must stand up straight, not be set straight." This means that healthy habits are your conscious choice, not the result of external circumstances. If you want to start exercising, don't wait for the right time. Just start small. Stand up. Do one exercise. That will be your first step. Small changes are the foundation for big accomplishments. Creating a new habit doesn't require radical change. Research shows that to implement a new habit, all you need to do is start with minimal effort. For example, if you want to read more, start with 1 page a day. Over time, this effort will become automatic and you can increase the load. Small but constant changes lead to exponential growth. Pick one habit you want to implement and start practicing it every day at the same time. Incorporate it into your routine. The Stoics believed that one of the biggest threats to our growth is our own weaknesses. We often waste time doing activities that don't benefit us, aimlessly scrolling through social media, overeating, or putting off important tasks. Eliminating bad habits takes discipline, but every time you recognize and overcome your weaknesses, you become stronger. Replace one bad habit with a healthy habit. For example, instead of wasting time on social media, take a walk or read a book. For helpful habits to take root, they must become part of your personality. Don't think, "I'm trying to exercise." Say, "I'm a person who takes care of my body." This mindset shift helps reinforce new habits and makes them a natural part of your life. Part 3. Focus on what's important. One of the most common reasons why people don't achieve their goals is scattered focus. We try to do too many things at once, chasing multiple goals, and end up accomplishing none. The Stoics taught us to focus on what's really important and cut out all the unnecessary stuff. Determine what is important to you specifically. Seneca said, "He who is everywhere is nowhere everywhere." This means that you cannot succeed if you are spreading yourself thin. Start by asking yourself a simple question. What is really important to you? Often we mistake other people's goals for our own. We strive for the success that those around us have imposed on us, instead of focusing on what truly resonates with our heart. Write a list of your current goals. Then ask yourself, which one will bring you the most fulfillment and joy? Keep only one. The art of saying no. To focus on what's important, you must learn to say no to everything else. As Epictetus said, it is necessary to refuse the unnecessary in order to preserve freedom. Every time you say yes to something minor, you are saying no to your top priority. If you want to get 1% better every day, choose only those actions that bring you closer to your goal. When faced with a choice, ask yourself, does this help my main goals? If not, boldly say no. Use the one-step rule. The Stoics believed in the power of action. As Marcus Aurelius said, act immediately but with wisdom. To stay focused, focus on one step at a time. For example, if your goal is to improve your physical fitness, your first step might be simple, a 15-minute walk or one exercise. Don't try to accomplish everything at once. One step at a time leads to a bigger goal. Each night, write down one specific step you will take tomorrow for your big goal. Do only it without distractions. Focus is impossible without proper time management. Your time is your most valuable resource, and it's important to use it wisely. The Stoics taught us not to waste it on idle endeavors. Plan your day so that you take time to do the most important things first. Your energy is at its peak in the morning, and that's the best time to accomplish your main goal. Set aside an hour, or at least 30 minutes each morning, to work on what matters most for your growth. Be prepared for distractions and challenges. Distractions are inevitable. Social media, phone calls, extra chores, all will try to steal your attention. But the Stoics taught us to maintain our inner focus even in the midst of chaos. Epictetus said, "You can't control the outside world, but you can control your reactions to it." When something tries to distract you, remind yourself why you started. Create a quiet, organized space to work on your goals. Remove all distractions and give yourself time to fully concentrate. Part 4. The power of patience and resilience. On the road to self-improvement, patience and resilience play a key role. Improving yourself by 1% every day is a marathon, not a sprint. The Stoics reminded us that change takes time and that true strength lies in the ability to overcome challenges. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Let not that which does not happen instantaneously alarm you. Nature takes time to create something great." This is an important reminder that great results take time and patience. Sometimes you may feel like your efforts aren't producing tangible results. But it's at times like these that it's important to remind yourself that progress is slow but inevitable. Even if you don't see changes right away, they are happening. Remind yourself that small victories every day add up to big results. Keep a journal to record your successes, even the smallest ones. Obstacles are bound to await you on the road to self-improvement. There are days when you don't feel motivated or face difficulties. This is normal. But Stoic philosophy teaches us to see every challenge as an opportunity for growth. Seneca said, "No wind will be a tailwind for one who does not know where he is sailing." Resilience is the ability to keep moving forward even when the wind is blowing in your face. If you miss a day of exercise or break your habit, don't criticize yourself. Instead, remember that every day is a new opportunity to start again. Find joy in the process. Often people focus only on the end goal and forget to appreciate the process itself. But the Stoics taught us to live in the present moment. This doesn't mean giving up on goals, but it's important to find joy in the journey towards them. Every small step, every victory, is a reason to be proud. As Epictetus wrote, "Don't look for happiness in the future. Find it in what you are doing now. Start thanking yourself for every effort. Even if the result is still far away, rejoice in the fact that you are on your way." How do you overcome the fear of failure? One of the main reasons people give up on their goals is the fear of failure. The Stoics taught us not to fear mistakes, but to see them as lessons. Failure is not the end of the road, but part of the growth process. Marcus Aurelius said, "If you stumble, it doesn't mean you've fallen. Pick yourself up and keep going." Mistakes shouldn't stop you. They should make you stronger. If something fails, don't dwell on it. Instead, ask yourself, what did it teach me? And keep moving forward. For patience and resilience to become a part of your life, you need to practice it every day. It doesn't come right away, but over time you will learn to stay calm in the face of challenges and keep going even when it seems difficult. If you feel discouraged, stop and think about the fact that even small efforts make you stronger. Remember that every great success is made up of thousands of small steps. Part 5. Maintain a balance between discipline and joy. Self-improvement requires discipline, but if the process becomes too rigid and uncompromising, it can lead to burnout. The Stoics, as well as many great thinkers, taught us to maintain balance. Discipline is our anchor, but joy is our sail that gives us movement and energy. Discipline is the foundation of all achievement. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You can control your life if you control your actions." The regularity of small actions makes you stronger and helps you solidify new habits. But discipline doesn't have to be a source of suffering. It should become your ally. How? Approach it with an awareness of why you're doing it. Remind yourself every day why you started down this path. Write down your why so that it inspires you to keep going. Joy in the process is what turns every action into a source of inspiration. The Stoics taught us to see the beauty in simple things, to find joy in the process itself. For example, if you are working on your physical fitness, do it with pleasure. Enjoy the movement. Feel gratitude for the opportunity to take care of your body. After each completed task or small victory, do something that brings you joy. Drink a cup of tea, listen to your favorite music, or just smile. The Stoics were wise in that they cautioned against extremes. Too much discipline can turn into pressure, and too much pursuit of joy can turn into laziness. Balance is the ability to find the middle path. Seneca said, "Strength of mind is shown not only in patience, but also in the ability to rejoice." This means that your work on yourself should not become a source of stress. If you feel too busy or tired, take a step back. Allow yourself some rest so you can get back to the task at hand with renewed energy. Keep in touch with nature and yourself. Nature is the best teacher of balance. Stoics often turn to it to restore harmony. Taking a walk in the fresh air, watching the sunset, or simply contemplating the clouds can help bring back calm and clarity. Make time to spend in nature. It could be a short walk in the park or a weekend out of town. Moments like these reset the mind and body. Reward yourself for making progress. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Don't forget to rejoice in what you have already accomplished. Every step forward deserves recognition." Rewards not only increase motivation, but also make the process enjoyable. If you've achieved a small goal, give yourself something you enjoy: a book, a nice evening with friends, or a delicious meal. This will strengthen your connection to the process and show that you appreciate your efforts. A balance between discipline and joy is the path to sustainable growth. An approach that is too rigorous can exhaust you, and a lack of structure can slow your progress. But when you find harmony between these elements, each day becomes a step toward a better version of yourself. Remember, becoming 1% better is not a race, but a journey full of discovery, joy, and opportunity. Be strict about your goals, but kind to yourself. Now you know how to become 1% better every day. These small changes you make in your life may seem insignificant, but they are what lead to big transformations. Every step makes a difference. Every action helps you become stronger, smarter, and more confident. Stoic philosophy reminds us, the path to success starts with consistency and patience. Don't expect instant results. Instead, focus on being a little better than you were yesterday. It's a simple but very powerful principle that can change your life. Think about it. You can start right today. Think about what small step you can take to get closer to your best version of yourself. It could be a new habit, a small improvement to your routine, or even just a conscious choice to live with more purpose. If this video has inspired you, take one more small step. Subscribe to our channel. Here we discuss the philosophy, psychology, and principles that will help you grow and achieve your goals. Click the like to support this video, and write in the comments which of these tips you'll start applying to your life today. Your opinion matters to us, and every comment helps us create content that truly inspires and motivates. Remember, change starts with action. Small, daily actions, and most importantly, you're not alone. We're here to walk this path with you. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.